This should be a good one. This should be a good episode of Southern Hospitality right here. This should be a good one. I'm not used to walking in, studio Grammy winners. I just get to walk in and get an episode of Southern Hospitality jumping off. But come on, man, we gotta come in the room. I get to, hang out with some dudes. Like, this is like a heavy room right now. Yo, man, like if I hadn't have ever had an idea for Southern Hospitality, I think that I'm here right now with this episode right here. So I'll get to who everybody is and let them tell you about the history, but I just want to make sure that we go around the room real quick and everybody introduces themselves. Sir?
Dre, you already know what it is.
Cool.
So this is the I guess I can already say living legendary production duo Cool and Dre right here. I can already say that because I know a lot of the history, which we'll get to, and of course my man, living legend out of the 813, Tom G right here. I've been waiting for this, man. Everybody good?
Right, we great. We great.
I said this in pre-production before we got started here. You should probably update your Wikipedia because I checked it earlier and it said Grammy nominated producers.
It's no longer nominated.
It's no longer. We changed that, didn't we? Lately,
been changed that.
We done won some Grammys, and how's that feel?
Man, it's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? It's good that we treat those like the trinkets. You know what I'm saying? And it's not taking nothing away from it. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's good to have those, but we trying to chase history. So if we get a couple Grammys along the way, God bless. You know what I'm saying? And we've been blessed to be a part of 3 Grammy winning albums.
Right.
Mary J. Blige, Unbreakable, Carter 3, Lil Wayne, and now this Carter's album. So, we still, we try to just stay forward looking. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We don't never really start counting up the accomplishments like that because that's, we want to just keep chasing history. But it's a blessing, man.
I wanna pause right here because if this was like a TMZ episode, right, and they was in some drama, we would be all over that stuff be flashing on the screen. So I think it's only right we stop right here and a round of applause and we around Grammy.
Oh man,
we do that right here. I'm celebrating the people I rock with. That's what I do right here. So before we go any further, what I like to do is I figure the best way to do this thing as we're getting into it is to kind of give everybody watching or everybody listening a little history on everybody here. So, Tom, I'll start with you running through the 813 with you since I've been down there.
Right.
The internet crazy.
Right.
Give a little bit of history on how long you've been rocking in this. Why you got into it.
I started. Why I got into it. Basically, I was forced into it. You know what I'm saying? My mama, being a choir director and the piano player at the church.
Right.
That's one side of the force, you know what I'm saying, musically. And then my daddy being one of the biggest DJs in his time, in his era, which was like the 70s and 80s, you know what I'm saying, and a little bit of the 90s, the music, man, you know what I'm saying? So anybody that was going out to the clubs and buying tapes in that era, they knew about my pops. So I was kind of sandwiched into it, you know what I'm saying? I ain't had no choice. Music was, music chose me.
Right. And I'm gonna ask you this, and we've talked about this before, because I'm in Tampa where you are. I'm based there. There's a juke sound. There's a certain sound that come out of Tampa.
Right.
And from day one of meeting you, I've always told you that you were like an MC to me that could kind of go a little bit of everywhere. Right. How did you develop that style as opposed to being, and this is no disrespect, because there's some dope lyricists that come out of the South. You know what I'm saying? The history is showing itself. How did you get there as opposed to a lot of things are simple nowadays. How did you get there to being I could really do this rap shit?
Right. I probably just, watching people, you know what I'm saying, and kind of being a student of the game for, some time as a child, just watching rappers and loving what they do, you know what I'm saying, watching singers and loving what they do. And, when I decided that that's what I wanted to do, I just kind of always compared myself to those people.
Right.
And especially people like Wayne, for instance. That's why I got so many mixtapes, because I was dropping some shit. Every time Wayne dropped some shit, I was doing it I'm keeping up with this nigga. Right. You feel me? When this nigga gets stupid on the mic, I'm gonna get stupid on the mic. And he ain't the only one. I did it with Hov, I did it with Nas, you know what I'm saying? It's just people that I look up to. in the game, and you know, I just kind of like trace my my work ethic behind it. You know what I mean? So that's what made me get into it like that. And shit, you know, that here we are today. You know what I mean? Shit, and they got mad mixtapes, mad buzz, been locking down the city for some years now. You feel me?
Right.
Very established in the city, heavy hitter in the city, big dog in the city. So like, shit, now you know we
stop underselling yourself, dude. This shit run around the state. Stop it with the city. Cause I like it because like ever since from day one of meeting you, like we've gone to schools together. You very approachable to kids, the community, you all of that. But let's be real about it, Tom. Like this shit is running in the states. In the state of Florida.
I just say the city because when you asked me about my mama, I mean when I told you about my mama and dad, it put me in the mind frame of, you know what I'm saying, me taking what they built to the next level.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking.
I just wanted to be clear, man, because you got some movement in the state of Florida,
right?
Which in turn would move us to a relationship with these two gentlemen right here.
Definitely.
And like I said, for the youngins, for the people who don't understand it, because it's been going on for a minute. This is what, 16, 17?
Man, long time.
Definitely been a minute.
How did it start, man? Like how did it start?
I mean, you know, we started off, we kicked it in high school, man, in choir. You know what I'm saying? It started from high school choir.
Right.
Vocal ensemble. And, you know, from there we started this R&B group, you know what I'm saying? And we couldn't really find no one to produce for the group. So, you know what I'm saying? Me and Dre went and borrowed some money, put some money together, and we decided to invest in our first keyboard, which was a ASR 10.
Wow.
Keyboard. And, you know, we just kind of dove in. Like, there was no YouTube back, you know what I'm saying? When we got that keyboard where you can go and pull up an instructional video, you know what I mean? So we had to just dive in and just figure it out, you know what I mean? And, you know, it took us a while to get the production to where we wanted to get it. And finally, you know, we started making a local name for ourselves, just slanging beat CDs. Like, we was just, like, giving beats away, you know what I mean?
How much you sold your first beat for?
How much, Dre? Like, it was like...
300.
Yeah, it was like $300, $250, $300. And then when we seen our first real bag, it was like $2,500. You know,
okay.
And it was like we thought we made it. You know
right.
We thought we made it. So, but it was never about the money for us. It was just, you know, we were just trying to get our name out. You know what I mean? And we ended up linking up with JT Money on his Blood, Sweat, and Years album.
Okay.
And we did that was like our first, between that and the Fat Joe record we did a record with him called King of New York with Buju Banton, you know what I'm saying? And those two placements kind of, you know, came around the same time. I think the JT Money was first and then Joe was right after. And you know, that was the beginning, you know what I mean, of the Cool and Dre, you know, because Joe, you know, he's so big out there in New York, you know what I mean? Like, when the crazy thing is how we hooked up with Joe was our man Robbie Rob was like, yo, Fat Joe's working on his album. He asked if he's looking for some southern beats. You know what I'm saying? So me and Dre, we back in the day, we used to put 30 beats on a CD. You know what I mean? And so we put 30-something beats together, sent them over to give them to our man Robbie Rob. And while we putting the beats together, Dre was like, yo, give him at least one or two hip-hop joints, because, you know, that's what we do. You know what I mean?
We can do it.
Yeah, so Joe, you know, heard this one joint which ended up being the intro of that album, the record called King of New York. But when we got on the phone with Joe, he was like, yo, I can't believe y'all made this beat. He's like, this is probably my favorite beat of all time.
And being from Miami.
Yeah, he's like, this is probably my favorite beat of all time. He goes, in fact, I want to meet y'all. I'm going to come to record it. When I come record the record, I'm going to come record it in Miami. You know what I'm saying? So when he came down, we went to the studio. He invited us to the Hit Factory. We went over there. And, you know, me and Jay was just like, damn, that's Fat Joe. You know what I'm saying? Right. And, you know, we just built the bond from there, bro. Like, every time we'd come in and we just got real close. You know what I mean? And so he really embraced us early on in the game. But, yeah, the first start was definitely the R&B singing roots. You know what I'm saying? Which is great because it's really helped us in where we're at now, and, you know, in the whole process of being producers, because we can sing a record, you know what I mean, and tell a singer how to sing it. So it's been very helpful. That the whole journey's been just amazing. You know what I mean?
Which brings me to three things. I had two things I definitely wanted to ask you, but your mentioning of the R&B singer thing makes it a third thing. But the first thing I want to ask you is, my relationship with you guys has been a while. Like, I've known you guys and kind of watched the journey, which has been dope. But reading about the two of you, one of the things that I read was, not sure which one of you said it in the article that I read, was that Fat Joe talked to you about loyalty in this game, and that it's not many people that's loyal in this game. How much has that meant to the two of you, you know, in this game, surviving? And I guess it's a twofold question, because also too it goes into my other question of like how you guys have managed to stay together, you know, in a game like this and be relevant. We 15 years in, easy.
Yeah, easy.
Be relevant, loyalty. How is that you guys been able to?
I mean, I think just me and Cool are just an example of loyalty. I feel like when you know who's stand-up guys that when they introduce you to people they know, it's relationships that run deep.
Right.
10 years, 12 years, 15 years. You know what I'm saying? That's when you know that's a solid individual. Because in order to maintain relationships past 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, 12 years, 15 years, you know, you got to have a clean face.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the music business is, we joke and say it's worse than the streets. You know what I'm saying?
This shit is worse than hustling.
You know, but, you know, we blessed because we blessed, man. We God gave us a gift and we're able to live our life off our talent. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, about the loyalty thing, I think, you know, me and Cool, we love God so much and we so humble.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we both come from a good family background, plus at the same time, you know what I'm saying, blessed with enough foresight to know not to do certain things because it just ain't right, period. You know what I'm saying? You know, people that are disloyal, they never prosper in
Right.
life, period. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we have a relationship with Joe Crack that's, you know, 16 years deep, you know what I'm saying? And it's ups and downs and it's all that, you know what I mean? But, you know, loyalty is a big thing with us and we never really expect it, you
Right.
know what I'm saying? So whenever someone we meet, you know, shows us that over a long period of time, is always a pleasant surprise, you know what I'm saying? So, you know,
It's just one of them games.
I mean, you know, we just blessed, man, because, you know, we out here in the world, dog, and I grew up loving Tupac. Man making music, but he ain't here no more. You feel
Right.
what I'm saying? Like, you know, this, you know, I think kids see the success of all this stuff and don't know how deep it could get.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And when you're actually, you know, successful in the music business for like 10, 15 years, you just get a certain type of respect from guys that's been in 20 years because they know.
Right.
You know, me and Cool have seen really, really great, talented people stop being talented because they got beef with each other, like, you know, stuff like that, and we watch that shit fuck up bright futures for people, you know what I'm saying? So,
Which I'm in this place with y'all because y'all got so much history. How are you able to? You did the Ja Rule record, the New York record, which was big. Over here, you doing Hate It or Love It, 50, Game, and that beef was crazy. How are you able to, like you explained some of it, but how are you able to, you producers, like I want to make hot records. And you know 50 sometimes, 50 will be like, 50 can take everything and be like, I don't want to mess with nobody because of this, or the other side could be like, I don't want to mess with this because this person. How are you able to navigate and like, look man, we just want to make dope music for everybody. Whoever come with us and rock with us, we just want to make these dope records. Because it was a really crazy time. Like not that you guys were in it or any of us was in it.
Yeah, but those records were made at, those records were being done at the same time without our knowledge. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, when we did New York, that was a dope record. It was our first hit record. You know what I'm saying? And the guys that's on the song were all people we like was cool with, and you know what I'm saying. And once that record came out, we had our first hit. We had a lot of hype on us because we was always moving around New York, hustling the beats, and then working with Joe Crack. That we made a name for ourselves because niggas couldn't believe some niggas from Miami was making them type of beats.
Right.
They couldn't believe. They was just like, Miami, that's booty shake, that's bass music, that's booty music. So whatever you said Miami, niggas
it was shut down.
Niggas think hip hop.
It was thinking vacation.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly. So here go two niggas from the crib running through the city with like some real hard beats and his samples and all that. So we made a name for ourselves just off of that. Plus, it doesn't hurt when, you run around with Joe Crack and Terror Squad and they embrace us like family, and that's family.
Right.
So it's like, you're not out there by yourself.
Right.
You out there rolling with Joe Crack. So it's
Legendary.
double, you know what I mean? So when the New York record hit, it was like, okay, damn, this is our first hit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they've been talking about Cool. We was getting all kind of interviews and all kind of shit, but no hit record. It's just off the hype.
Yeah, we were just getting placements, but there was no hit record.
Yeah, right. Niggas knew that we made dope shit, but New York came out, and that was big for us. We was in L.A.
Now you charting, now you radio.
Yeah, it was a brand new experience. You know what I'm saying? We in the club, and the record come on in L.A. at the Sky Bar, and we like, oh shit, they playing this shit out here? Like, oh shit, this must be a hit.
We knew that shit was in a regional. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We heard it out there.
You know what I mean? So before, 4 months later, here comes Hate It or Love It, and we knew that the record was on the album because we heard it when the album came out. We didn't even like get a phone
Oh wow.
call. You know what I'm saying? So, and it ain't no just a blessing. That record was huge. So, we didn't know. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like they reached out. We didn't even know what beat it was. Nothing. Like
Yeah.
I heard it on the radio, and I heard Dre. I was like, yo, they playing that game record on the radio.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But but when the album came out, the record was already like 1,500 spins a week. It was already gone. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, of course we handled our business and that, but that record put us on a different. You know what I'm saying?
And I think that's
the combination of two. Because here you have a totally different sound. You know what I'm saying? And then you got this Hate or Love It record, which is just a monster radio record. And they're both from crews that are kind of
right. And that's what I think is dope too, man. Because I think with this internet thing and everything is so crazy, and I know y'all see it because y'all been in this game a while. The fact that y'all are able to go in and be like, look, we want to make dope music. Like this shit going on. We got like Dre made it clear. Like Terror Squad is family. Like Joe helped put us on a major platform, and I think the fact that y'all were able to go to work and let the work speak for itself, I think that's a pretty dope thing. Which brings me to this next thing, and then I'm gonna get to this whole relationship and how that goes. The producer and the beat maker. Y'all can write songs. Y'all can sing hooks. And nowadays, we in this time of, I don't know, if I get Fruity Loops, I'm a producer. Or am I? Like, does that part get to y'all as being, the dudes that you are, the work that you put in, what's going on now with, like, I guess, producers and beat makers, or is there a distinguishing thing that dudes like you do in another room that be like, nah, this dude's a beat maker, or does that bother you, or how do you feel about like that part of the game right now?
Everyone plays a role in creating the music, dog. So it's like you have some producers that may never touch the machine. They may never touch the machine.
Right.
But when the record comes on, goes in there and starts taking away instruments and sounds, you know what I'm saying? And doing things with the vocals and the arrangement. You know what I'm saying? He's producing. That's
right.
A producer. You know what I'm saying? I think we were beat makers. We started out as beat makers. That's one aspect of being a producer. You know what I'm saying? You produce the record. So you just have different levels. It's like
Right.
basketball, right? You got some niggas that just dunk. Like, they don't know, they ain't got no shot. You know what I'm saying? But these niggas is just fucking jumping out the gym. You know what I'm saying? He's still a basketball player. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's just known for dunking the basketball. Then you got LeBron James, who passes, dribbles, dunks, the assists, fucking defense, everything.
Right? Leads the team, total package.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The same thing goes with producers, and the more you're like that, you know, your name is written in a book, like, you know, with Quincy Jones, you know, Dr. Dre, you know what I'm saying, the Neptunes, you know what I'm saying, Timbaland, Kanye West, Swizz Beatz, you know what I'm saying, Cool Dre, like, be in the game for like 10 years. You know, it's harder now, man. This generation, you are OG when you're 25 years old.
Right.
Right.
It's just the truth.
Right.
Because, you know, a lot of the artists now are 15, 16 years old. It's a blessing, though. We ain't tripping. Outkast, they was 18 when they did Southern Playalistic, Cadillac Music, one of our favorite groups, if not my ever in history. But it's a new day. So 3 years is like, if you hot for 3 years, that's like, you know, shit. A nigga could, you know what I mean, go on a mean run in 3 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
You know, so the game's just different. But, you know, once you know, you out here doing shit, there's a bunch of producers that's doing shit that I love. You know what I'm saying? I'm a huge fan of Metro Boomin. I think he's unbelievable with the shit that he does. You know what I'm saying? So, nah, you know what I mean? It's just different, I don't want to say levels, but just different skills and
you have some guys that don't want to be nowhere near a crowd of people in the studio. They want to be in their little, on their laptop, on their headphones, dashing out beats, and they comfortable with just sending beat packs out to guys and them saying, yo, I want beat number 5. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Some cats don't want to be in the studio and be dealing with, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like, they just don't have the skill set to be like, yo, go in there and cut this hook. You know what I mean? Like, or you know what I mean? They want to just there's a lot of successful guys that do that. You know what I'm saying? So like Jay was saying, there's different. I wouldn't say levels, but I would say different positions for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, you have your guys that come in and they can. You got the musicians in there, and they're bringing in the bass player and the guitar player and the string section and creating this amazing composition. Then, you know, telling the songwriters, like, yo, let's redo that hook. You know what I'm saying? Like, operating the whole session, basically orchestrating the whole shit. So basically, it's like orchestrators and producers. You know what I'm saying? Because now, you know, when you in there controlling the whole room and the engineer and telling me, yo, move this here, blah, 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 you taking on so many hats. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, you know, you got those guys, and then you got you guys emailing beats out. But they're just as important. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because they're running radio. You know what I'm saying? They're doing so much shit. So
I just feel like I'm in a room with a wealth of knowledge right now. And I one of the things that I want to do with this Southern hospitality thing, especially when I get to be in a room with dudes that I respect, like this room right here, is I want the people that give me a listen or give us a watch to learn something at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Because I think these relationships are important. Like you said, there's different levels is maybe not the right way to put it, but like you said, there's people who do different things, but they're all important to making us dope records and making dope music. And now we're here with some dudes that I've known for a while. How did we get this? How did we get the Tom G epidemic music thing going? How did that situation develop?
I mean, I tell you, I was on Instagram and this. I don't know who is the Team Fetty. They got a mean act game. You know what I'm saying? Their act game was on another level. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I kept getting added. Boom, 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 boom. I'm like, yo, and the mentions was just out of control. You know what I'm saying? I was like, you know what? Let me click on this shit.
Game.
Let me check it out.
Yeah, let me check it out. You know what I'm saying? I finally click on it, and I started hearing. I went on Tom G's page, and I started hearing him snapping. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, okay. You know, he got a dope ass voice, you know what I'm saying? And then I went lower in the page, and I started hearing him like rap over like, you know, like Wu-Tang and fucking like, you know, a Mobb Deep, and he was rapping like over some hip hop shit. So I remember sending Dre the link. So they were, Dre, check this kid out. He's got a dope ass dope ass voice, like he's rapping. And Dre hit me back, was like, yo, this kid is he's kind of dope. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep an eye on him. You know what I mean?
Right.
See where it's at. And then from there, how did the actual connection happen?
Orlando from Wild 94.1, he tagged y'all, and he was like, yo, y'all need to check this out. You know what I'm saying? Like, alert, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Is that when you was on your what's the
challenge shit?
There you go, challenge guard. There you go.
Yeah, I do the challenge guard shit or whatever. That's when I first had started. So Orlando tagged them boys, and then I think it was you. You had hit me on the DM and was like, yo, we need to get you down here to Miami, man. See what you doing this through.
Right.
So I was like, shit, when you need me? Yeah. So I fired off and came down here. And I think we stayed, what it was, like 2 days, 3 days. And I think the first record they played was Stand a Chance. And I was like, yeah, leave that bitch on, let's go. You know what I'm saying? I knocked that shit out it was probably like 30 minutes or some shit. Like I was already, I came in this bitch with a point to prove anyway. You know what I'm saying? Knocked that shit out in like 30 minutes. And then I think I did like 2 more. I think I did run that check up. We did like 2 or 3. And then the next day we probably did a couple more records, and I went back to Temple. And then he hit me again and was like, hey, let's get back in there. So it was probably like a month after that. I fired off, came back down here again, and then, here we are today. You know what I'm saying? We sat down and just, put it together.
As an MC though, as a dude who, like I said, you've done a lot of work. You've done a lot, and like I'm familiar with Team Fetty, believe me, and that tag does not play. Team Fetty Inc. They don't, that shit does not play. But did it feel different though when cause I mean, Tom, you've been around a lot of artists, you've been around a lot of producers. Did the time with Cool and Dre and getting down here, did it feel different?
Hell yeah, I came here and seen all the motherfucking plaques on the wall and shit. It felt very different. I was grabbing plaques and touching shit.
Right.
I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, this might be what's up. You know what I'm saying? And then, over time, the more and more we, got to know each other more and vibe more, you know what I'm saying? I felt comfortable with the situation. Right. So, now we about to show the world at this point. So
now we're at a joint venture. Is that's where we are right now? The situation right now,
right,
is a joint venture, and I guess just so the fans can know, I kind of get a little bit of inside info, but I have to ask these questions out loud. Like, what's the next move? I know we're working on music. Yeah. What's the next move?
We got some stuff going on. We kind of like just keep it under wraps until it's like revealable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then, but it's crazy though. It's crazy. It's gonna be crazy, and I'm talking about in the matter of who knows. It might be tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
It's called Johnny Gill is out right now.
Right. Right.
Get ready to hear it. If you don't hear it, go to Spotify. It's called Tom G. Johnny Gill, produced by 808 Ray and Cool and Dre. The video coming. The video crazy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tampa. Shout out to Wild. Shout out to the other stations out there. They've been playing the record. We was just out the other day with at the little seminar when our homeboys was throwing, and a kid from Tampa just popped up on me. Yo, I'm from Tampa. Johnny Gill, Johnny Gill. He was so happy. I was like, this is why we do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because Tom G making the city proud right now. And we all from Florida. So Tom G remind us of artists when we was kids growing up. We praised these niggas. You know what I'm saying? The Goody Mob, CeeLo. Like I heard his voice. I was like, this nigga sound like, this is unbelievable. And he could rap. And he rapping over sample shit. So, you know what I'm saying? Right now we work on an album. The album's gonna be classic. I'm gonna keep it 100. The beats that he's been saying, let me get that one, let me get that one, it's gotta sound like you never heard before. And, we got something new coming soon that's gonna bring the zombies out the motherfucking ground in the streets. So y'all get ready for this shit. Trust me. I heard this man, the fee that he want to start charging y'all niggas.
Wow.
Y'all better
man, why are you doing that already, man?
I better get that bandwagon shined up.
I'ma help y'all from now.
Right.
Listen, we forgive everybody.
How it
get on now.
don't call me, man. I'm cool with them, but he's already said the fees, man, because I can't do nothing about the fees.
We gonna be happy about it. We gonna be happy about it. Everybody gonna win. Everybody gonna make their money. Everybody gonna be so happy. So listen, Johnny Gill.
Hey, you remember that shit too.
Hey, how important was it though? Because you guys are coming in, right? And you start working with an artist. How important was it to you that he has a team though from the other side that wants to work just as hard as you guys are working? Because I think a lot of new artists, they forget that. Like they might have, like I want to be a rapper, I want to be in this game. As dudes who are established and you looking like, I do want to find new artists. I do want to work with new people. How important is the step of him having a team like the Team Fetty team and the way he wants to work? How important is that to you when you working with an artist like him or whoever you find next?
It's very important. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, in order for me and Cool to do what we're gonna do, we can sit here in the studio and make music all day and we can make hit records that we believe are the biggest hits in the world and all that. But if your backyard ain't feeling it, then it's nothing we could do.
But they got the internet. What if they backyard? The backyard don't. Do the backyard still matter if they got the internet?
No. We care about the streets. We care about the streets.
Okay.
We care about the streets, and we gonna touch the niggas that's right there. Like we can't go to Georgia talking about, hey, come fuck with us if we don't got our own backyard. And the hardest place to get to believe in you, unfortunately, is the niggas you grew up with and the motherfucking your own city. So once you could do that, you could take over the world. And that's what Team Fetty did. Like, I tip my hat to the whole team because we had a plan. We say, yo, this Johnny Gill's at work. Let's get the city on fire, and that's exactly what they did. And that shit ain't easy to do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like an alley-oop. You got Shaq underneath the rim. Throw the alley-oop. You know what I'm saying? Make it easier. You know what I'm saying? And that's what these guys are doing. So shout out to Team Fetty. Johnny Gill, go stream that on Spotify right now.
My nigga is heavy on that Johnny fucking Gill. Nah, real nigga shit, that Johnny Gill doing what it do, man. That shit is hot right now. You know what I'm saying? It's actually like crazy to me, but to see how people reacting to the shit. And
right.
It's a whole controversy behind the shit because motherfuckers want to know, well, what Johnny Gill mean? You know what I'm saying? What's the meaning behind it? What made you come up with that? But I love that part of it because it's creating something.
But you're not going to do me justice right here and explain it. You're not going to do that for me.
Nah, I definitely do that for you.
I just want to say, because that was going to be my next question, because maybe I'm confused about Johnny Gill. Because when I first saw it, I did one of these, and then I didn't know, because, I thought that I didn't know.
Yeah.
I'm an old school new. I saw the movie, so,
right.
But.
Nah, Johnny Gill,
man, you got to get the people.
Johnny Gill, okay, I'm going to break it all the way down. Johnny Gill, right?
Uh-huh.
New Edition.
Right.
He come from that group, New Edition. So it really was just a bar that I came up with, really. It wasn't even really, I wasn't going to call the song Johnny Gill.
Right.
Till I sent it to them. And then Dre hit back. They was in the studio with Joe and shit, you know what I'm saying, on Joe's birthday. And I guess they listened to what I did. And then Dre hit back and was like, nah, we need to anthem that shit. Like, you need to run that shit back. Like, boom, the Whip New Edition nigga Johnny Gill. But I really was just saying the Whip New Edition.
Right.
Johnny Gill. It was just like, how when I said, when I say a punchline, I say some shit and then say that actual meaning of the punchline. So I was like, the Whip New Edition. Johnny Gill. Oh, know what I'm saying?
So you was on your MC shit is what you're saying.
Right. So now, my, this is unreal.
Right.
So the my is because that's his hit. That's one of his hit songs. The my.
I'm with you. Believe me, Johnny Gill has helped me in plenty of days. Shouts out to him as well. I'm with you. That's why I'm glad you explained it, because I want everybody to know. Dude, you're one of my favorites, dude. I'm gonna give you that.
So now we basically, where we at with it now is whatever it is, you can have a new girl, a new chick that you on your Johnny Gill shit. That's a new addition.
Right.
You can have a new house, you on your Johnny Gill shit. That's a new addition. You could get a new job, Johnny Gill. You know what I'm saying? New addition. You could get some new shoes. Whatever's new, whatever the new addition is to your shit.
Right.
You on your Johnny Gill shit. My. This is unreal. Johnny Gill. Yeah.
Tom G, Cool and Dre.
I like that.
Epidemic music.
I like that.
Look,
I
man,
like the way you broke that down.
Right.
Look.
Nah, it got me thinking like New Edition.
Right.
It's like
whatever
the
the new
third-
edition is.
New
You
edition.
can have a new
Yeah.
baby. Johnny
Right.
Gill. New edition.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I just feel like my stock raised up a little bit getting to hang out with y'all for a while.
Oh,
man. Like,
man, that's
I do like it. Like, and seriously, like I said,
It's the blunt. That's what it was.
and like I said, man, if nothing else, I respect the fact that it's so much going on in the South, man. And like these dudes right here, y'all are all a testament that there's so much going on in Florida, because just the sheer fact of you being an MC, I've known from day one. I always told you, like, dude, like,
Right.
you not just Tampa to me, you're an MC.
Right.
And these dudes right here, just, you send Fat Joe beats and you decide, like, look, man, there's some shit we can also make. And he's like, this shit is unbelievable. That just show you how much shit is going on in the South, man. Like, I know everybody, this has been dope. I want to come, I want to come back and visit, though, when the album's done. Matter of fact, I want to hope I can come hang out when the album release party happens.
Yeah, of course.
That's what I
Now
want
we're
to
gonna
do.
do a big cookout listening party, you know what I'm saying? This shit vibed out around here, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna let people come listen to the music and kick back, you know what I mean, and eat some food and shit,
Right.
you know, and have some fun, have some drinks and shit, you know, and listen to the new shit. It's definitely crazy though. I'll let you hear a couple of records.
Look, man, I'm supposed to act like I ain't heard everything. I'm supposed to act brand new, like, dude, I'm here learning like everybody else. But I will say this: the price about to go up. The price is going up. Like, I'm just gonna say the price
There we
about to go
go.
up.
There we go. There we
Look,
go.
where can they find the new record at?
Right now on Spotify, you know what I'm saying? It's on Spotify. You can stream Johnny Gill on Spotify. It's on YouTube. We got the lyric video on YouTube. You know what I mean? Keep up on my page, Tom G813 on Instagram. Challenge God. I'm always doing, shit, putting content on my page. Keeping the people in tune, man.
I'm gonna let you finish it off, but I want to do this right now because there's so many kids out here that's like, they're making beats. This game, man. They see the glamour and the glitz. They want to get in it. But from a couple of veterans, and this, I want this one to strictly go to dudes who think they want to produce, who think they want to get in this game, in that producer side of the game. If you could give them any advice, what would it be?
Don't stop. That's it. It don't stop. Just if this is what you want to do, don't stop. When the money gets super low and you want to give up, don't stop. When niggas that you know is saying you wasting your time, don't stop. If your parents start tripping, talking about kicking you out the crib, don't stop. Just don't stop. Everyone will figure it out later.
Right.
Once that shit starts popping, just don't stop. And, you know what I'm saying, always have a clear vision, you know what I'm saying, with everything that you're doing. Keep God first. That's it. And if you're truly passionate about wanting to make music, it's gonna happen for you. Just don't stop. Listen, me and Cool wanted to be in a singing group. We was in a singing group. We wanted to be like, you know what I'm saying, on stage.
Hey, y'all want to do like a Jodeci or something?
Nah.
No, we're gonna
we
pass
can't
it
do
like
that.
that. Oh, okay. Well, good. My bad. I didn't mean to
We
interrupt.
was 100% committed to it, period. And part of that was like, yo, fuck it, we gotta make our own beats.
Right.
These niggas don't want to get us no beats, so fuck it. So we started making beats for the group. But guess what happened? Because we didn't stop, Cool and Dre kept going. You know what I'm saying? It's sometimes, you don't know what God's plan is. You just gotta don't stop. You might want to be a producer. You might fuck around and turn out to be the biggest manager because you discover 4 producers that's way better than you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if you quit, you never gonna know. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing that we respect about Tom G. You know what I'm saying? We was talking about Johnny Gill. You can get it on Spotify, but at the same time, we have an official single release date coming with the video. So y'all make sure y'all tune in to Tom G's Instagram, Cool and Dre's Instagram.
Yeah, where can they find you guys on social media?
At Cool and Dre.
Tom G813.
Boom. So y'all tune into that. All the platforms are gonna have it video crazy. So, you know what I'm saying? Tom G been doing this thing for a long time. You know what I mean? He ain't stopped. He's
Right.
living proof. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to give too much inside vibes, but
We gonna name the album No Surrender.
There
just
it
'cause
is.
We ain't stopping.
there it is.
I take pride in that shit. I like to see the look on niggas' face because we ain't stopped.
That's
Right.
right.
Because y'all niggas thought, you know what I mean? Y'all
That's
thought
right.
this or whatever you thought.
That's right.
But like, just to see how they looking in their eyes, like nigga, like damn, how these niggas just keep recreating, recreating. Yeah, nigga, we gonna keep recreating. Let's get it. On God. Jay Prince in his book said some people don't have an off button. I'm one of them niggas. I don't have an off button. I ain't never stopping.
Talking about.
I guess I get to close it out here, man. This is family right here. This is Southern Hospitality, man. I appreciate Tom G, the single once again.
Johnny Gill.
It's out right now, Spotify.
Anything New Edition, baby. Johnny Gill. You want your Johnny Gill shit, man.
And of course, like my dudes, Living Legends right here, man. Once again, congrats. They are, fix the Wikipedia shit. They Grammy winners, all right? They Grammy winners, man. I'm just lucky to be in the room, man. Shouts out to my family, Team Fetty. I'm DJ Ekin, man. Southern Hospitality.
Get Tom G's album coming soon. It's got the hardest beats in the game.
And the hardest lyrics.
It's got the hardest lyrics in the game. It's got the hardest melodies in the game.
South got something to say. I'm leaving, man. They'll finish it up.
Tom
The South got something to say, man. Like these are my dudes right here. Cool Dre, Tom G, Team Fetty. Southern Hospitality, man. I appreciate you.
Epidemic Music. You already know.